Hi guys, I hope you're doing well. I am back from our little vacation and checking on all of my plants. I hate leaving in the summer. Anyone that has a bunch of plants, I'm sure, can totally relate. In the winter, with them being predominantly succulents, and a few houseplants that are pretty easy to give watering instructions on, I just don't have anyone water in the winter when we're gone, because even if we're gone for a couple weeks, most everything will be just fine. So generally, I don't, sorry if the camera jerks a bit, there is such an infestation of wasps right now, which this happens every year where we live. But usually it's mid to late August, and they came the last week of July. I mean, it was overnight. Hordes of them. We put up traps, and we have about 8 traps up just right around the house here, and they're all half full or all the way full every single day of bees. And that's, well, not bees, wasps. Thankfully, the bees don't go in them. But anywho, so if I randomly, jerk the camera, I'm probably just avoiding or swatting a wasp and trying to not get stung here. So anyways, I had most everything is in quite good shape. This guy bloomed while I was gone, which I'm sad because it had so many blooms, and I'm sad I missed it, but it looks like there's one more that's going to keep going here. And most everything looks quite okay. It was kind of on the dry side, a lot of stuff, which is obviously better than the wet side. And these guys had some sadness. You can see this guy, how shriveled he is. So I like to show the good and the bad, and the week that we were supposed to be gone, well, the 10 days we were supposed to be gone, was supposed to be in the mid 80s and be a bit cooler. And so I made my watering schedule, which there are signs on all over the place here, my watering schedule based on those temperatures, and it ended up being over 100 every day that we were gone, which is quite unusual for here. So some of these guys, like these guys here, see they're kind of cooked. Now this whole pot here was a pretty sad lot anyways. They all came very split to me. They were shipped wet, and so they all burst, and it was kind of hit or miss as to whether I was going to save them. But this one was producing a nice new set of leaves, but it's feeling quite cooked, most of them. So I think those are probably on their way out. These are the ones that were the least damaged from that order, and they still seem to be quite okay. Most of the lithops are fine. These ones I'm not sure about. They're not looking good to me, so I'm not sure if they cooked. I'll show you. I have a couple conophytum that look like they cooked, but these guys were, I even had them water them once because just in case it was hot, and obviously it was hot. But look at this burn. Look at this just terrible burn. I'm not sure if that one's going to recover. These two have perked up quite a lot. These two were looking really bad as well, and they're looking a little bit better after about 3 cooler days and a little drink. I'm super sad about these guys. This one here, well, these are fine, I think, just a tiny bit burned, but this guy here really got just fried. So if I'd have been home, I would have moved them. I would have actually what I would have done is just put a little bit of a shade cloth right here on the days that were so boiling hot, over 100, just to keep this a little bit cooler. And I would have watered them a few more times if I had been here, but I always lean on the side of having people water too little while I'm gone rather than water too much, for obvious reasons. Oh, looky here, we have somebody blooming. This guy is I need to get him a bigger pot. He's such an avid bloomer. He just blooms. Okay, bees. Sorry, guys. Got a whole swarm of them here. All right. Anywho, these are the most sad. This is what I'm the most sad about. I don't know what happened here. So they got a little bit of a sunburn, like this plant here. Oops, sorry. There we go. This burning, not all of it, but some of it was there. They got a little bit of sunburn this spring when they came out, but nothing like this. Nothing, nothing like this. And this is the same place that they've been sitting. My guess is that they got watered on top during the day. And I put on the notes, you know, please water at night, but life gets crazy, you know, for people helping out to keep all of our plants watered. So I have no idea. And I don't know. Either the, you know, 100-degree plus weather was just too much for them, which, you know, they were used to quite a lot already, but that's a possibility definitely. Or else they got water on the leaves and that's what caused the burning, and that's why some of them are way worse than others. Maybe some had more water or something. I'm not entirely sure. Obviously this little guy here is gonna bloom, and yeah, we'll just see. Yeah, this one I think will be fine. You know, it'll outgrow its damage. This one I think still, but yeah, I'm gonna have to see on those. So that's a little bit sad. All right, let me get over here to the conophytum. Okay, this guy's a good example. I think this guy got cooked. See the really, really light color? That generally happens. Get my sunglasses out of my hands here. That generally happens when they get cooked. And so, I got bees here. Let me step over. But most of them look pretty good. I really struggled what to do with this tray because they needed quite a bit of light, but I was really afraid that they were going to burn because they had just all started peeping out of their little old sheaths. So yeah, I had to just kind of take a gamble and tell them to not water them at all and leave them here. But we have quite a few like this. See how light colored those are? And that is not what we want, you know. So that's a little bit sad. But then there's quite a few that are doing absolutely great. Sorry, I'm realizing I'm shaking. Okay. That are doing great, you know, and just fine. These guys, I'm not sure what happened again, because these were fantastic when I left. They were so healthy, and boom, they are this black color, and not even, I mean, the new leaves aren't even, well, that one might have okay new leaves, but I think they're rotten. So I don't know if they got a drink, and that's what, you know, if someone felt sorry for them and was just like, oh, we'll give them a little drink since it's so hot. Because these guys are also not looking good. They're, well, they may be okay. But see how this one split out of this one while it still has quite a lot to shrivel? Looks like they got water, but I don't know. So anyways, yeah, I just figured I'd show all of this since this is not exactly ideal, but some of these, you know, are totally just fine. This cluster here looks great coming out. This side got a little bit less sunlight than that other side, and so some of these look pretty happy. The ones that are popping out anyways look pretty okay. So hopefully they will be good, and I think that's most. I gave these guys a good watering. A few of them got pretty dehydrated, like this guy. But again, I feel like it's better for these guys to get a tad bit thirsty than to be overwatered. So I'm very happy, and considering everything, I had a couple lithops die, I think, while I was gone, but all from sun, you know, and so if I'd have been home, it probably could have been avoided, and that's sad, but nothing that could have been avoided as things were. So, the bees. All right, I'm going to end this for now. I will talk to you guys soon. I will do another update. It's really hard to film out here with the swarms of wasps. I keep calling them bees. I'm super fond of bees, but wasps, on the other hand, I know they are very valuable and very needed pollinators, but man, when they're in hordes like this and they get really mean and sting really, really easily, it's hard to film stuff out here. really well right now. So there will be more coming soon, but until then, I will keep you guys updated on Instagram with pictures, and hopefully be posting more of these succulent videos soon. And until next time, happy growing!